Good evening, I'm your host, Jack Remington of the Jack Remington NFL channel. This is take 7. This has got to be it because I got my election video prediction coming out. I'm so far behind. It's 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I got to get moving. This has got to be the last take. I'm going to do one quick breeze through, and that's going to be it. If I forget something, I apologize. But I got a bonus for you. I'm going back to the teasers. I did some practice teasers for 2 weeks in a row, and I won them all. So now I'm ready to come back with some teasers bets. There's long teaser where you got to go through 3 and through 7, but a couple may not be long teasers. I mean, no matter what I did the last 2 weeks, I won them all. So now I'm confident enough I'm going to start putting them on the paper again, putting them on the videos again. So when the video's over, when you watch the video, look at the description below. I'll have the plays for you down there. I don't have time for graphics. I don't have time for a lot of this stuff. 2 wins, 3 losses last week. We should have won 5-0. The heartbreaker was the Chicago Bears-Washington Redskins game where the guy had the Hail Mary with 2 seconds left. If you have replay and you get rewind, and we lost the Dallas Cowboys game by a couple points, they had a bad 8 minutes to start the second half, and the 49ers ran right through them like a paper mache, a paper plate, a paper towel. The Dallas got their bearings back and got within 2 points from recovering. And I forgot the third game, but we should have went 5-0, but that's okay. It is what it is. We're going to try to go 5-0 this week. So the very first game that we're taking, and they're actually kind of in order on this pregame.com simulator through Fishsang on pregame.com. He does an excellent, outstanding job. This guy's a godsend. If he's watching this video, I salute to you, Mr. Fishsang. You are the best. Hopefully you'll accept my friendship request. I'm going to text you my contact number, and I'll have you contact me, and we can talk on the phone for a couple minutes. That would really make my day. Some of the guys on pregame.com are the best guys on the planet. But unfortunately, some of them are the worst. But the first pick, let me get to the picks. We're taking the Denver Broncos plus 9. Without going tab through tab, it takes too long. Broncos have surprised a lot of people. They've improved their defense for sure. Bo Nix is coming around. You know how much I love the Ravens. I mean, Baltimore's my team. And I was born in Baltimore, but you know what? When you're handicapping, you can't have a favorite team. You got to go with what's going to get you the cash. We're in it to win here. We're not in it to break even or have fun yeah, we're here to have fun too, but you know what? But the number one thing we're here for is pick winners. And by God, I just think there's too many points. I think Baltimore defense is bad enough. I think Bo Nix will have some limited success. I really couldn't tell you who I think is going to win this game. I would say probably Baltimore, because they should have won the game against Cleveland last week, although I did pick Cleveland plus a 9.5 points, and the Cleveland on the money line did all those good things, and that got people's attention on pregame.com, which is good to find, and deservedly so. However, that guy dropped an interception and the game's over. In the very next play, Jameis Winston threw for a touchdown, which I'm glad. But their season was on the line. I just think that Cleveland might have turned the corner. And it was a division rivalry. I had all the ingredients in my favor, and it was getting all the generous points. And I know I don't have a script. I'm trying to make a quick video, but what I used to do when I would go to Vegas every week, had a game like Cleveland and Baltimore, and at one time it was 10 points. If I was running good and I had extra money, I could take extra 0.5% of my bankroll. I'd even bought a point. I'd have got up to Cleveland plus 11, and I would have taken, I'll say 3,000. I would put it on the game, Cleveland plus 11. I would have taken 1,200, only 1,200, 28% or 30% of the first bet, and put that on the money line. Guys, they texted me and called me on the phone, or they see me at the gas station. I used to work at the casino. Yeah, I did what you did. I put money on this game here, and yeah, they covered, but I lost the money line bet because they lost the game. I keep telling you, when you do the sprinkle on the money line, you don't put the same amount you put on the main game. You do the plus 10. No, you don't do that. You just do a fraction, a portion of the money. So that way, if you cover the bet, you're gonna make money. So your sprinkle that's for additional. And if you only need to hit 1 out of 4 of them to show a profit, oh, okay. And then 3 years from now, I'll see the same guy at the shopping center at the gas station. I say, okay, well, then I have to tell him again, because you got to be patient with these people. Sometimes it takes them a year, a couple bankrolls to go through before they learn. And I'm not taking this out of the video. I'm leaving it in the video. Next game, we're taking the Indianapolis Colts plus 5.5. I know they're at Minnesota. Minnesota lost the game twice to Detroit. They were down the whole game to come back with 2 minutes left and take the lead. But Detroit got the ball back and kicked the field goal and win it a couple points. So Minnesota lost it twice, and they lost their next game to the Rams. We got that one wrong. But the teams are moving in different directions. The Rams are getting their players back, and Minnesota had a couple key injuries on their offensive line. Makes a difference. Plus, I keep telling people, you're Sam Darnold. When he turns into a pumpkin, you're going to see a tremendous drop-off. And we saw some of that the other week. And yeah, he got that face mask thing, and it was a bad thing. That we all have bad things in life happen to us. We all do. It's how we handle it. Can we bounce back? Can we rise to the occasion? Can we show some leadership? Can we do that? Yes, we can. That's what we're going to do here. I'm having my worst season ever in the NFL, ever. But I'm going to bounce back. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to act like I'm going to try to win this damn thing anyway. And I'm going to fight to the end. I'm going to fight to the death of the end. So every week I'm going to try to go 5-0. If you don't have that attitude, you don't belong in this contest. You don't belong handicapping. You got to get up there and you got to keep swinging no matter what. Matter of fact, when you get down, like you got to swing harder because you got to really prove yourself. But I like the Colts are 7-1 against the spread this year. They're a top spread team this year. So if you follow the Colts every game, you're way ahead. The Vikings are in the middle of the pack. And the Vikings I'm not knocking the Vikings per se. We're here to pick winners. I just think there's too many points. I'm playing the numbers, like I'm playing Denver +9. I'm playing the Colts +5.5. And the best thing they did was benching Richardson, and they're going to put Joe Flacco in there. Joe Flacco is the George Foreman of the NFL. And he's going against Joe Frazier, And Joe Frazier was undefeated, and here comes this big George Foreman. He's punching down on Joe Frazier, and he hit Joe Frazier so hard he lifted him off the canvas in Kingston, Jamaica in 1970 or 70, whatever year it was. I was a teenage boy, and I thought, wow, what a guy. Joe Frazier, he only lost to 2 people, by the way, for all you boxing fans out there. He lost to Muhammad Ali twice, and he lost to George Foreman twice. The only people that beat Joe Frazier were smoking Joe Frazier. But Joe Flacco reminds me of George Foreman. Is the equivalent of a quarterback. He could throw the ball from end zone to end zone. He's still got a rocket arm. I know he's pushing 40, but you know what? He's still a better quarterback than Richardson. Richardson might get there, but he's not there yet. We're taking the Colts. Next game was 3.5. We're losing half-point value. All the great things about the Giants, but they have not won at home. They're 0-4 at home. They played pretty good in the second half against the Steelers. They actually looked well at times. They should have beat the Commanders the first time they played them, but they didn't have a kicker. Washington kicked 7 field goals. This is a good spot. All the money's coming on the Commanders. They got lucky with that Hail Mary that I lost on, I keep talking about. A little bit of letdown, and we're great again. See, they're young, rich men. They're not thinking that they got their ass beat by this grinding Chicago team that's on the move up. And they jumped out with 4 field goals. Whatever it was, they got 12. It was 12-0 for most of the game. But the Bears came back and grinded that, and when they hit 15-12, well, guess what? You could hear a pin drop of that at Washington Stadium, couldn't you? Well, the Hail Mary, okay, they had a great win with 2 seconds left, but I think the Giants see that and they're going to say, okay, this is what we got to watch out for. And plus, I don't think Jaden Daniel, he didn't look the same either. He looked a little off. He's got a rib injury. So if they sack them, they do have a pass rush. Their front four's pretty good, and their front seven's above average. It's their back four that I'm worried about. But they didn't score a touchdown on that back four last time. I'm looking for the Giants to come out smoking and really put a good fourth effort. Next game. These are the games that I'm really going to concentrate on in these contests from here on out. It's pick 'em. You don't have to worry about the point spread. Pick the winner. If you can't pick the winner, then you got no business winning any contest. Is that fair enough? And these same Chicago Bears I keep talking about, I'm going to take them over the Arizona Cardinals. I think Chicago's got the better defense. I think I'll grant Arizona's got the better offense. I'll grant them that. They got Kyler Murray. But guess what? That Bears defense shut down as Jaden Daniel and the high-flying Washington Commanders. They're going to shut down Arizona Cardinals. They're not an offensive juggernaut. They do have a dimension with Kyler Murray and the Connor, the running back. I just think the Bears are going to do it. I think that Arizona's a couple of players away from really being a contender. Last game we're taking the only favorite I'm taking this week. I got 3 dogs. I'll pick them in this favorite. Taking the Los Angeles Rams -1.5. They're at the Seattle Seahawks. I am going to pull that up because I did see something that Spaceman.
What are you and Mom doing tonight for dinner?
I haven't talked to her yet, but I'm recording. Can I call you back in 5 minutes?
Oh, sure. Sorry. Bye.
Bye. And my daughter, my lovely daughter. She's a engineer for U.S. government defense contractors for one. I'm not going to name the company. She went to USC and got a degree in engineering. And she's the only female in her class. And she got job offers from Germany and all over the world for $200,000 a year. They're trying to get females in their fields in these STEM things. I'm shocked that she was the only female in her class. Well, anyway, enough of that. Where was I? The Rams got Miami coming up on deck. But who does Seattle Seahawks have? The 49ers. A team that they already lost to once and they didn't look good at all. I think Seattle's looking ahead. They've lost their last 4 out of 5. The only win they sandwiched in was on the road. They were so mad at losing the 49ers. Before that, they put the pacing on the Falcons, which I don't think is a very good team. But I think the Rams, I think they're getting healthier again. Although I did see one thing I want to mention here. This Puka guy, this Puka Nacua, this guy is just amazing. He did not participate in practice. Questionable knee injury. If he's out, then Seattle's got a chance. But they got literally twice as many injuries as the Rams do. The Rams were the 4th healthiest team in the NFL. The Seattle is like the number 30th team in injuries in the NFL. So they got some Metcalf, Phantom tight end out with a groin injury. Thomas in the guard's got the rest. Lockett, he's got the wide receiver with the oblique injury. I'm telling you, this team is not healthy. And Geno Smith, I loved him when he was with West Virginia Mountaineers. I love that guy. But he's under Sam Darnold. When the pressure's on, he doesn't do well. And the Rams are just moving in different directions. The Rams have not won a road game yet. This will be their first road win. Seattle's 2-3 at home, but they're going to be a losing team this year. So it's not going to matter all that much. The Rams, in their mind, they got, and I'm going to leave this in the video. They got Matthew Stafford. And Matthew Stafford, in my opinion, when he came in the league, he was a top 3 quarterback for years. Played these horrible Detroit Lions teams. They were lucky to win a game a year. So until Matthew Stafford came along. I'm here to tell you, Matthew Stafford was a godsend to that franchise. They couldn't do much with him. When he finally got into the playoffs, the Dallas Cowboys, they got the call of a lifetime, and they robbed the Detroit that one game. And they got their payback next week when Green Bay got them. and I'll drop it at that. And I don't have a script. Stuff just pops in my head. But I got to wrap this up because my daughter calls. She wants to go and take us out to dinner, so I can't turn that down, right? We're going to go with the Rams. I think Sean McVay's a great coach. I know him and Matt LaFleur of Green Bay, they're at the top of the nerd coach, but they call nerd coaches, the young coaches that the trend in the NFL has decided to go on. Because they're moving away from Bill Belichick, Jimmy Johnson. They're moving away from Vince Lombardi of the old Packers in the Super Bowl 1 and 2. They're moving away from guys like that. Even Don Shula was kind of a hard ass. Bill Walsh was a hard ass. These hard ass coaches that they got these rich young men that are turning in our country to a bunch of pansies, and that leads to my political channel. But you guys can't handle that. Don't watch it. You can't learn anything over there. Stick with me on the football thing here, because once we lose this election, I'm going to have a hobby to get my mind off it, and I guess it will be football. Maybe I'll do better when this shit's over. But those are the 5 picks. The Broncos +9, Colts +5.5, New York Giants +3.5. Pick'em, we're taking the Bears and taking the Rams. The only favorite we're taking, Rams -1.5. I have a couple of teeters below. No graphics. I'm going to just run this through, and you take care, everybody. Sorry for the quick and dirty video, but it's quick this time, and I'll see you next week. Always great day to be an American. Long live the NFL. Take care, fellas. Thank you.